it was the best thing we've ever seen. You know, it's unbelievable. Thanos, the GOAT. You know, all of that stuff. Now it's like, what the fuck do you lot do now?
I hate you. My chest hurts. Anyway. Nice. That's fancy.
Oh, you fancy.
We are back again with another episode of the Nerd Food Podcast.
We back.
Nerds and Food Podcast. Just in case people who didn't understand what I said, I want to enunciate. Nerds and Food Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, whatever platform you are on. Do what you need to do to remind yourself that we do post weekly, sometimes bi-weekly. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Weekly.
Yeah, I am Pyro.
I'm Young Dre.
He is Young Dre, not so young.
Eat food.
He eats food. We didn't film originally because it kind of messed up. So he had
not
two.
So young, you're rude.
He had two filet burgers. So one of them's gone. We got KFC today.
I'm about to
You're about to kill that burger. I got some facts for you guys for food facts before we even jump into this full episode. Apparently,
Double F
food fact. Apparently, it's a Christmas tradition to eat KFC in Japan because we got KFC, so that's where we're doing the facts here. Kufka. I won't show you the burger; it doesn't really show off what it looks like. But yes, it's a tradition. I'd imagine it's a more modern tradition because it's KFC, and that's modern. And when you think tradition, you think 100 years and stuff like that. 100. And apparently you ain't parents. Eminem bar right there. KFC was first known as Sanders Court and Cafe. That's interesting. And they didn't always sell buckets. So apparently up until 1957 they didn't have buckets, which is 27 years after the original restaurant opened. So they got game after a while.
I'd love to know what made them think, oh, let's do buckets.
Some fat people.
Yeah, them Americans be fat.
Yeah, apparently Harlan Sanders was never a real colonel. So that makes sense to me. I mean, whatever. I don't. Yeah, those are a couple KFC food facts. And as for the chicken, apparently there are more chickens in the world than humans. 25 billion.
Is that all?
I've got that money in my bank. I wish, I'm not gonna lie.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Pennies in my account.
Pennies in my bank.
Pennies in my bank. I prefer the Jordan mix on that one. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot more consistent. Like it makes more sense. Yeah, Nurse and Food episode, whatever number it is, because I don't know what order I'm bringing these out in, but it's another episode. You finish those burgers real quick.
I have issues.
Yeah, you do. You're actually a fat kid, aren't you? Beneath this humble, muscular exterior, you are more beast. I know what I said. I meant it. You're more beast. Yeah? You agree?
I like it.
I make up a lot of words. I'm not going to lie to you, and I try. I speak a bit of micro, you know? What are you drinking there?
Pepsi Cherry Max. Or is it Cherry Pepsi? Pepsi Cherry?
I think it's Pepsi Cherry.
Pepsi Cherry?
Yeah, because you got Cherry Coke.
So they had to put the...
And Coca-Cola Cherry.
Yeah, you're right.
I got some Sunny D. Tango, Florida.
Sunny D, you brought it back.
Yeah, and my Assassin's Creed tankard. So I'm not going to drink it because I've got chicken in my mouth. Whatever.
You're not one of those guys that eat and then put like a drink in their mouth while...
Depends on what it is.
Okay, so give me an example.
Cookies and milk.
He's so American. Cookies and milk.
I don't know, like, I can't think of it, but there are certain things I can, like...
Tea and biscuits?
Yeah, I can do that, but I don't really drink a lot of tea.
Yeah, me too.
So what are we talking about today?
So nothing.
I will have, like, chicken and, like, maybe soda. I can do that.
Okay.
My taste buds aren't as weird for that. Like, I will mix a lot of stuff up, but, like, when it comes to drink and food, I tend to do them separately.
Me too.
But, as a wash down, whatever, it's fine. Yeah. But, yeah, because that's Sunny D, I won't put Sunny D in chicken. If it was Coke, I probably could, like, do it and then have it. Because, like, in my head, it makes sense. It's probably filth.
It's all fuckery. Yeah.
It's all filth. But, yeah, what are we talking about? We got food facts. Let's change it up and not talk about music at the beginning. To be fair, I think last episode that we filmed, we didn't do that. You had a question of, is the DCEU in a better position than the MCU? I will start off with the short answer of no. The reason being, the DCEU doesn't exist. It's not a thing because of how they're now doing the movies. And apparently World of DC is the new thing. Well, they announced it months ago.
So that's what they're calling it now?
Yeah, WOD, World of DC. But even then...
shit.
Yeah. But even then, it's not a universe. It is the World of DC, so they're not really comparable. The only reason why you can compare them is that they're both comic book orientated movies. And I think position-wise, you can argue that, for me, DC is better because they can start fresh, and apparently that's what Flashpoint's going to do. Okay. Just connect everything and then just disperse it at the same time. Okay. Start fresh. But the MCU is established, and they're on a strong footing right now. Even, like, fair enough, everything's going in the world, yes. But they've already got a following. They've got the setting. They've got the world. They've got what they need. So, depending on how you want to look at it, MCU is in a better position, but also World of DC is in a better position. Depending, like, you can do the David and Goliath thing.
Yeah. It is quite, because it's like, with DC...
Your burger's good.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? With DC...
But I'm also the fan, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't really do KFC.
Oh, so they
still sponsor us. But so.
Yeah. Send us a care package.
Yeah.
With DC, you can kind of... like, they could kind of bring out any film. They don't really need to have any order because the connection's not as...
minimal.
Yeah, but because of the pandemic, like... MCU have to push everything back. Like Black Widow goes back, but WandaVision, I see now it's going to be a bit crazy because WandaVision's probably the next one to come out.
It will be the next one.
It will be the next one on Disney Plus, but apparently WandaVision's supposed to tie straight into the Multiverse of Madness.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah, which is, well, of course I'm fine with it, but Multiverse of Madness is now coming out in 2022.
Oh.
So it's like, we're going to get WandaVision and then it's supposed to go into a film that comes out in 2 years. That's after fine. All these films. It just seems a bit strange.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, I didn't even know I'd done that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here.
Bars. But Bars. Yeah. So I think, with DC, it's a bit easier for them to just release. With MCU, it's so calculated. That if anything goes wrong, then everything kind of has to get moved around and stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
And do you think there's a bit of, what's the word, Endgame hangover? As in, Endgame came out...
You mean fatigue?
Yeah, fatigue, yeah. So Endgame came out, it was the best thing we've ever seen, you know, it was unbelievable, Thanos, the GOAT, you know, all of that stuff. Now it's like, what the fuck do you lot do now? And will you ever top that shit?
I think
they could, because now they've got TV shows, so it's a different kind of...
If they can connect all of them properly, like the way WandaVision is meant to connect to Doctor Strange, and then you've got Miss Marvel, and you've got Moon Knight, which could be an amazing TV show.
It could be a game changer.
If they can connect all of these things, where, like I've mentioned before, when we were talking about Dragon's Dogma, if you don't...
Dog shit.
You don't... If you don't need to watch the TV shows, or in that case, play the video game to understand the movies or whatever the content is that you're watching, it can be amazing. And that was one of the best things about the MCU is that you can watch most of the movies by themselves. Like Guardians, you can watch by itself.
Yeah,
Endgame, really. You can probably watch by itself, but you should at least watch Infinity War.
Yeah, for sure.
But Infinity War, I think you can watch by itself as well. Black Panther and stuff like that. So I think all of them you can, but you enjoy them more when you get the other pieces.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're right there.
I think I stand by my statement. I personally feel that Marvel's in a better position. Yeah. In terms of like just where they are.
Yeah.
But it is a question of where do they go. And to be perfectly honest,
do they need to top Endgame really?
They don't need to. They should want to.
But they don't need to.
But they don't need to.
As long as the quality is still at a high standard.
If it's up there, you're good.
Yeah.
And the amount of stories that the comic books hold.
I'm sure they can do something crazy.
The problem with some of the stories, and the most prominent one, which is Secret Invasion, which is the most likely one that looks like they're doing.
Sony and...
No, not even that. You kind of had Secret Invasion with Winter Soldier, where there was imposters, and you had a bit of it with Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So if they do that, they really have to adapt it in a very unique MCU way. And to be fair, the MCU has been good at adapting stories and characters and knowing them. Swiss. K-Swiss. Ooh. Swiss. That's taking it back. But for DC, because the only way for them right now, I think, is up. All the way up. Never heard the song. I only know the TikToks. I'm all the way up. But yeah, like literally,
yeah, you're right.
The only way they can go is up, and that's the best thing for them. To be perfectly honest, they can do what they want. They've got the characters. It's just the movie decisions that they've made haven't
trash.
Yeah. It just hasn't. The characters don't deserve. Justice League did not deserve that. For me.
Okay, what's your top 3 DC films, you know, of this new era, DCE, whatever the fuck it's called? Well, WODC, trash. What would you say your top 3 films are? Or top 5, if you can actually pick 5 good films.
Okay. My top 5s. No order. Wonder Woman, Shazam, Man of Steel. I don't care about Aquaman, but I enjoyed the movie. I definitely enjoyed the movie.
You can't put Joker in that, can you?
I listen. You know how I feel about Joker.
Oh yeah, you didn't enjoy it.
No, I like the movie. The movie is amazing.
Oh yeah, but it's not Joker.
But it's not a comic book movie, and the problem that I have, right, with that movie, quick tangent, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it on the podcast already, and I've mentioned it on my own YouTube channel and Instagram and
any platform.
One of my biggest memes that I've made is about how Joker is not a great comic book movie. One,
it's a great movie.
It's a great movie. Listen, this movie, the world that they're in is great, like for the movie, but what connection was there to the comic? And the problem I have is that so many people are like, yeah, it's a great movie. Great. It's a great comic book movie. No. Because there's nothing that relates to it. And then the problem that I have with that is that they called it Joker. Cool. And then the director's like, it's not meant to be a comic book movie. Then why call it Joker? Why have Bruce Wayne in there? Why have Thomas Wayne? Why have Gotham? If it's not meant to be a comic book movie, that's just cashing in on the movement that is popular right now. I get the business of it, and I'm not mad at it. But then don't say it's Joker and don't have it categorized as a comic book movie.
Kind of like that horror film where it's like Superman, but he's evil or some shit. What's that film?
But that's different. That's Brightside, Burnside.
Yeah, I ain't seen
it. But that's different.
In my head, it's trash.
That's a horror movie that has elements of a Superman type character.
So yeah, I'm saying you think they should have done that for Joker rather than calling it Joker, calling it something different and just kind of having that same element of
call a guy clown Jimmy. Or jester or something like that. Like doing that would have been great, like, and it still would have been an enjoyable movie. However, it wouldn't have done the same numbers, I think, because it would have just been another horror house movie.
Yeah.
That's the problem I have with it. The movie is great, and I can't stress that enough.
Joaquin,
amazing, but don't call it a comic book movie. But anyway,
sorry. So top 5. So you said Aquaman.
No. Wonder Woman, Shazam, and Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Those are like the ones that I really enjoyed the most. Like Batman vs Superman has some interesting stuff. Justice League has some interesting stuff. Sorry, but as a whole movie,
both horrifying. Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
yeah. The thing is, Wonder Woman, I really liked it. It's a solid movie. I will never watch it again. Aquaman was I
think for me, Aquaman, I really liked because I didn't expect it to be so enjoyable.
I would probably say Shazam is the best DC, EU, WODC film right now for me. And Birds of Prey wasn't shit.
Oh yeah, Birds of Prey I enjoyed. Yeah, I did enjoy that. But the fact that it wasn't for me to remember.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Again, I enjoyed the movie, but the characters, in terms of representation from the source material, nah. Yeah. Harley is probably the best one. Yeah. Huntress was cool.
Yeah, Harley Quinn was dope, man.
But they fully messed up my girl, Cascade, Batgirl. Because Cascade doesn't talk.
Yeah.
And this girl was talking everything, and she was street and whatever. I was like, no. That's wrong. Montoya was cool. Black Mask was horrible.
Oh yeah.
Only until the end.
Yeah.
When he became more Black Mask and stuff like, and there were scenes in there that was just like, why?
Yeah.
Like the scene with the in the club with the dress.
Yeah.
I think, and I was like, I get what they're trying to portray, but it's not the way to do it for me.
Yeah, it was trash.
It was just all over the joint. But,
yeah, it's true. When you think about the DC films, it's like, wow.
They're hit and miss, but when they're good,
they're really good. Yeah.
But when they're not, it's just like you can do. They again, like Marvel, they got the stories and they've got the characters.
They got everything. Yeah.
The Suicide movie should have been amazing.
Yeah.
That really should have been up there with Guardians and stuff like that.
And even the way they was doing the promo for it, like, it just seemed like this is going to be the best film ever. And then it was...
I was like, yeah, this is going to be better than Justice League. And it's just like... God. Which you could argue it is, but also no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that like, what is better, Justice League versus Suicide Squad? It is so...
Suicide Squad.
Shit.
For me, Suicide Squad, because I had less expectation for that movie, I think. I was really hoping it was going to be enjoyable and fun and like with a slight comedic element and so on, but it just...
Justice League was so bad.
It fell on so many... I don't care about that movie so much, I don't even care about the HBO Max Justice League. And that's really bad.
I don't give a fuck about that.
That's
Snyder
really,
Cut.
Yeah, the Snyder Cut.
Fuck about
that's
that.
really because I want to, because I like the Justice. I grew up with the Justice League. They're good cartoons and they have great movies for the anime. Listen,
it's like, why?
DC animation is one of the best things. They come out with it.
Unbelievable.
That's when I say, you know what? Marvel take a back seat.
Oh, for sure. Big time.
Because their animated movies, DC, bruh, they knock it out the park like 99% of the time.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, oh well. On to more entertaining things. Who is a great entertainer? Some people say Michael Jackson. Some people say Prince, Paul McCartney, Metallica for rock people. A lot of people.
Nerds and Food podcast.
Nerds and Food, you know, some people say they might be the best podcast in the world.
I've heard a lot of people say that.
I have as well. You know.
What can you do, eh?
Yeah, when you're that good. Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, so a topic that was running around the mill on a couple platforms and in groups and so on is, for the current generation, Drake is the greatest entertainer. Thoughts? What are your thoughts? When I eat my soggy fries that are very cold.
Did it have the potato skin?
Yeah, it's cold skin on it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we good. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Drake being the greatest entertainer of the current generation?
If someone says it, I guess I understand why they would say it.
Who would you say is more accurate representation?
Justin Timberlake.
For the current generation?
Yeah, they're like the same age.
I mean, they are.
No, I think Justin Timberlake's like 8 years older than
Is it?
I don't know.
Could be.
I think he must be 40 now, Justin Timberlake.
Doesn't look it. He's actually aged pretty well.
Yeah.
He's definitely aged pretty well.
But Drake is... Yeah, Drake's the one, isn't it?
Whilst really. I personally don't care for Drake music, I know there's a couple of songs that I will listen to.
Drake's
over and over.
Yeah.
Over is actually one of them.
Yeah.
Dope song. Worst.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mother That Loved Us.
Yeah, big tune.
The other one that was really big at that time as well.
Non-stop?
No.
Oh, that's new-ish.
To be fair, they might not be around the same time, but there was Worst and the other big one that was out is Worst is no
Worst Behavior.
That's Worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that one. Then there was one I can't remember it. I'll remember after, but like the two songs that I always put together that probably are not anywhere near each other. To be perfectly
honest.
honest.
Best I ever had.
Okay.
That's popcorn, isn't it?
That's the best I ever had. Yeah.
Now you got a roommate. Call me when it's no one there. Put the key under the mat and you know I'll be over there. Yeah. He's my Drake, man. Well, he is the greatest in this thing.
But there's a lot of songs that he likes, and he puts on really good shows when you're allowed to have shows.
I saw him once. It was trash.
I know people that saw him twice in 1 week. So.
Well, I didn't see. Well, basically, I went Birmingham. Me and my boy.
Birmingham.
0121. I think they're.
I don't care.
0121. You done there, Birmingham. Blip, 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 blip. And J. Cole was warming up. This is years ago. I was probably like 20. J. Cole was warming up for Drake. So I went.
Watching from Drizzy, you gave me a gift.
Yes.
That cannot exist.
And I actually went just obviously to see J. Cole. And J.
Man
Cole
paid £80 to go see
like 15 minutes of J. Cole. So yeah, I went to see J. Cole, murdered it, of course. And then Drake came on. Drake was trash.
But which era of Drake was this?
Yeah, it was early. It was early.
Okay.
We're talking like 10 years, 9 years.
Okay. So you had to grow a little bit.
Yeah.
I hear that. Like,
he's probably better now, to be fair.
Yeah, like, I personally, I wouldn't, for me, say he's one of the greatest current entertainers.
Who
but
would
also,
you...
I don't know. I just don't listen to music on that level at this. I never really have, because I don't watch a lot of concerts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for me, let's see. Who do I think is really You know what? I would probably put what's her name? WAP. I think she.
Oh, Cardi B.
Yeah, I think because I've seen some of her shows. A lot of people love her music.
You said WAP. Wow. Man said WAP.
No, I've seen some of her shows, and she. I couldn't remember her name. Okay.
Oh my god!
Listen, I just couldn't remember her name, man.
That's good. I enjoyed that. Oh shit.
Anyway, I've seen some of her shows and I've heard they're good, and she makes a lot of big hits and everything. But very similar reasoning to Drake. I think a lot of people like her as a person more.
Yeah, she's very likable.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, again, I've said this in the podcast, I could chill with her for like about 10, 20 minutes and get mad jokes and I have to leave. Because she's a lot.
Yeah.
She's a big, I'm a big personality, but she's that Latina, big personality. I'm just like, it's too much for me. Like the way that she is. But I feel like based on the persona that she projects, I could chill with her for a little bit more than I could chill with Drake.
Yeah.
But Drake is a fan of taking the piss out of himself, so I'm also a fan of that.
Yeah, and I think that's only as of late though. He's really started to kind of be
after
more comfortable.
The Hotline Bling, after that one, and Bopra.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That I love light skin capabilities. When he started saying that, I was like, that's my new thing now. I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But I appreciate it. I definitely am a fan of what they both do. But I would say
you're Cardi over Drake.
Yeah,
biggest entertainment.
Yeah, like for the current generation, like, but Drake has more catalog than Cardi though. So I think that's definitely his thing.
Yeah.
But give it time. I think it's definitely there, and apparently her shows are amazing. But again, I don't really listen to these people. I like songs here and there.
Yeah, I'm not a big Cardi B musically.
I love hearing snippets of her talking on stuff because it's just hilarious.
Yeah,
but beyond that, personally, I don't have a counter argument to Drake not being the greatest current entertainer.
Me too.
And the only people that I find current though.
Yeah, she old.
At a point, she definitely would have been. I would have put her on there.
But she old
and she
now.
can probably put on great shows and then take that spot back. But as consistently and so on, I think you can call her one of the greatest artists. Definitely, would I say of all time?
Probably,
for her?
yeah, one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Yeah, definitely. I put her up there because she puts on shows.
Yeah,
she dances, sings, and everything. So I'm about it. That's kind of it. But what I find is that a lot of people that say he's not are people that don't like him. They're like, no, don't put it. And then they bring up the whole ghostwriter and this and stuff. Like, that's not the point. The point is, are they entertaining you?
Yeah.
Not what do they do behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's true.
And if he's entertaining or she's entertaining, Because Michael Jackson didn't write all of his songs.
Yeah.
He didn't write music in all of them. He didn't like, so if you're going to say that about one, fair enough, as a pop star, it's not as requested. But if that's the argument that you're using and then say that this one isn't.
Yeah, it's true.
But
the argument's got to be fair all around.
It's got to be fair all around. And I think Drake is in that middle group of being a singer, rapper, and he is, for lack of a better word, along the lines of pretty much doing what R. Kelly did, because R. Kelly was a singer-rapper before singing-rapping was really a thing.
It's true. He kind of invented that.
Yeah, like him and Bone Thugs and stuff like that, doing that melodic rap. It's great. Cleveland is out here. Well, Cleveland and Chicago, but still. Boom, 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 boom.
I was going to say something.
Tell me what you gonna do when I'm inside.
That flow.
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. We weren't gone for a minute. This is literally just the next part.
Yeah, we're here. We here.
Music, songs that sound happy, but actually aren't. When you think of, because I recently did a poll, well, again, as of the filming of this, I did a questionnaire type thing on the old Instagrams, on the Nurse and Food podcast, Instagram, check it out. Lively, a lot of stuff going on there, reviews and all that. I did one of them on there, and I got some good feedback on them. Some really good songs. What's songs that kind of pop into your head when you think of that kind of aura, I guess you could say.
When we was talking about this before, I was like, in my head, I don't
Zombie.
That's it. That's the greatest. What the fuck is that song about? No, it's about
like
guns
war
and
stuff. Like, it doesn't sound happy at all.
No, it's true. Yeah.
It's definitely not a happy song. It doesn't sound happy or anything. That's definitely not on there. And like, to be fair, when I asked some people on here, they were giving songs like, that song is very happy. I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
it's hard, you know.
Bruh, really, you can't think of one song that sounds happy, but isn't happy at all.
Cleaning out my closet.
That doesn't sound happy.
Nope.
Hey Y'all by Acast.
Hey Ya by Acast is a great one.
That's the first thing that pops into my head.
Yeah, that's a really good one. That's it though.
Alright, cool. So some of the list, we've got Smash Into Pieces. Now I actually kind of knew...
What the fuck is that?
Rock band.
Oh.
One or two other songs before, and the song that I listened to, he said pretty much anything by Smash Into Pieces. This was Feral Art Commissions. Check him out on Instagram. Dope artist. He does he's done our logos. He's done my personal logo.
Spider Dre.
He's dope, man. Just check him out. Man said fire alarm. I'm sorry if you're listening to this in headphones. But yeah, the song I heard everything they say, and like I get the happy vibe to it. It's not quite bouncy and everything, but yeah, I mess with it. But it's definitely an upbeat one. Someone put Crawling by Linkin Park. And they gave a reason why, and I get it, but personally,
I'm out the game when it comes to these kinds.
It's fine. But you know Linkin Park.
I know Linkin Park.
But
I tried to. Yeah.
I know all the words, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I wouldn't say that this song is super upbeat in any way, shape, or form, or even lyrically, like sonically, the way Church sounds or anything. It's not upbeat, but what I get, and I feel this is probably what they were going for, is that if you have a connection to it, can be uplifting to know that someone else is dealing with these type of emotions. Okay. So I get that, but I wouldn't say upbeat song.
Yeah.
There was Nirvana, Lithium.
Yeah, it's one of my faves.
This guy, as well. Yeah, it sounds up. What I put down was it sounds upbeat and it's bouncy. And even Kurt Cobain, the lead singer, his voice as raspy as yeah, shotgun apparently.
Apparently, ooh.
Yeah, because it's a shotgun. Like in my head, I'm just like it's confusing, but yeah, that's what happened. Like I don't think there's any sort of conspiracy theory or anything about it. It's just in my head, I'm like, why did you use that with a shotgun? Whatever.
That's strange, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's upbeat and everything, so it worked. But lyrically, it's not the nicest song. It actually is. So it's really well hidden. But he had a lot of stuff going on, so I get it. And the cover for this album is the one with the baby on the cover. I would show it on here, but it's on my phone, so it's not going to come across properly. Yeah, I don't know how they got away with it. Because, like, if you see here...
It's crazy.
Like, but I was like, it's the 90s.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no holds barred.
Yeah, times. But this song by I Wayne. You know I Wayne? Do you know I Wayne? Not really black or white. No joke. Imagine after everything we've talked about on the podcast. But yes, this song it's a reggae song, as you can say. I don't know what the actual subgenre if it is. It's definitely upbeat. It's got a party vibe, but this guy like yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like just on a life vibe, but yeah, like it's a really good song and everything. Like definitely, it sounds upbeat, but lyrically, and his voice works it as well. It's dope. I went to Subway here. Bouncing off the wall, Sugar Cult, which you've probably heard in a number of movies. Definitely sounds upbeat. It's bouncy. It's fun and everything, but the guy's going out of his mind, and it's so good. Someone put Heya on here as well, by Acast. Mr. Probs, Robin Schultz remix. Now, our homie Sam put it onto this. Now, I'd heard the song before, but I didn't know about it.
Big up, Sam.
Big up, Sam. Dope artist. Sam, can't remember her name on Instagram because it's a lot of letters that's going on in there. There's a lot. But she's dope. Yeah, like the remix is done by Robin Schultz, who you probably heard a number of songs by. Sounds poppy. It's got like kind of it's a very fun vibe. It's nice. I quite like it. But the original, because I heard both of them, I was like, the original is not. It's not. But this one, like, if you listen to the lyrics, you get that it's not happy. Like it sounds like it's about a love song, and then there's a one line that's like, this is not a happy song. Yeah. Which is really dope. I really enjoyed it.
I do have one.
Okay.
I don't think I know the names. It's about killing someone. Mama.
Just killed a
Yes!
man.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's it. Yeah.
If you think it can take me alive. Yeah, no, that's a great song. Brandon Urie of Panic at the Disco is the stage name so Panic at the Disco is a band from back in like the early 2000s during like the whole emo scene and everything. So you know Fall Out Boy, the name?
Yes.
Yeah, like along that band, Paramore. When I talk about them, those are the three bands that you probably hear me say.
Yeah.
There's Panic at the Disco, then like the whole band split up and everything, and then Brandon Urie just performed under that name. Okay. Because he was the lead singer and stuff, band, whatever. So he did a cover of Bohemian Rhapsody for Suicide Squad. Fire. I like both versions. Okay. And because he has a similar vocal style to Freddie, it still works.
Big up Freddie.
But it's dope. Depending on which part of the song, yes. Because that beginning part, I see it. I mess with that. Now,
I got one.
Now, the song that came up next after, Mr. Probs was the previous song, and Mr. Probs is the artist, and Waves is the song. That's the original, and then the remix is by Robin Schultz. Sorry. The next song, Hollywood Undead. Now, I like Hollywood Undead. They're really good. They're kind of rap, rock, new metal band. They blend everything quite well. They do a bit of pop as well. There's a couple other genres in there that I mess with. But this song is such a perfect example. I put up there with Acast, hey, on like how it sounds. Like it hides the actual... Upbeat. Like, I'll do a little brief one. Like... It sounds like a jingle. You probably have. But when you probably flip through the stories, you may have heard it. But the song, it sounds like a 1950s jingle for like some milk or something like that. But lyrically,
it's deep.
Bruh, it's a song about suicide.
All them joints are about some fuck.
Well, yeah, like that's the whole point. Like it's meant to sound a certain way. But then it doesn't like, literally the lyrics are, my legs are dangling off the edge. The bottom of the bottle is my only friend. And I'm just like, when you listen to it and you're not being in it, it's just like, I like this.
Yeah.
But when you listen to this, you're like, yo, this is a serious song, and I mess with it. Like the song is good in general, but I just overall like Hollywood Undead. Like they create some really fun, good songs.
Yeah.
But this was a great example. And faster the people pumped up kicks. All the other kids better run from my gun. I'll put it on after this.
Yes.
It is a very popular song, and it just like I'm surprised at how many people don't know what it's about. Lullabies, which is okay, I get it, but yeah, a couple people, and a song that was playing for you before from the 70s. So basically, it's about like this girl, Brandy, and she likes this guy, but the guy can't be with her because he's a sailor and he belongs to the sea. Shit. Like it sounds so fun and poppy, but like I said,
Aquaman.
But the 70s, like they create such poppy songs.
Yeah.
And it's not about nice things.
Some deep, fucked up shit.
But yeah, like there's a couple songs, well, more than a couple songs, but like that sound happy, but they're definitely not. Like, I guess you probably don't really have a thought about it because you can't think of a lot of songs about it, but like, what do you think about songs that are like that?
It's actually crazy because I guess it's good because people will listen to the song even if they just like the music.
Yeah.
Or if they like the meaning behind it. So I guess it's a good way to kind of get two sides of the spectrum to listen to your stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and I just, it's crazy the amount of songs you've actually said because it's way more than I even thought. So I'm actually going to start listening
a bit harder.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like the difference between us is that like you're I think depending on artists, to be fair as well, you're quite surface level with how you listen to certain songs, whereas I think I probably dive a bit more behind the story. You know what I mean? I think that's why I can enjoy certain things because, like, I bring it up. I can enjoy a 6ix9ine song, but also enjoy a Nas song because I know what I'm getting from each of them. Whereas
I'm just hate. There's just hate in my blood.
Get the stiffy. Sorry. But yeah, like sorry. You know what? Again, as of the filming of this, Black History Month in the UK, because in the US of the A, it is in February. Febs. Black History Month. Quick topic change from what we were just talking about. Swift. No tangent. Let's go. Not how I planned it. What? That's a hard rhyme right there because those are different endings. Yeah. But you gotta swerve. You know who's really good at swerving words? Flow, yes. Yeah. Oh, flow's a flow. Straight out the dough. Knock it down. I think I did that rhyme before. I'm not gonna do it again. Sorry. No, I can't repeat the rhyme.
No.
Can't do it. It's not on time.
Oh shit. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, that's what I do. The thing is, I'm pretty sure
on my.
I'm pretty sure rhyme and time are some of the most commonly rhymed words, but it's about the delivery. I have sometimes great comedic timing.
That was good.
Which works. But yes, Black History Month is currently ongoing in the UK.
Yes.
And I was meant to do a post about it on Instagram a couple times. Luckily, I did manage to post one about Todd McFarlane did a picture of Chadwick Boseman with in the Spawn outfit because Todd created Spawn, and it was really dope. I really appreciated that. That was really cool. Mike Pondsmith. Do you know about cyberpunk in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So cyberpunk is one would argue it's a sub-genre of sci-fi. Some would argue it's its own genre and in itself separate to sci-fi, but its birthing is from sci-fi at the very least. Okay. So things such as Total Recall, I can't even remember. I can't remember the Akira, the anime.
Yeah. What about
and Altered Carbon?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, so that's cyberpunk. Okay.
Yeah, like that kind of futuristic.
It's a stylistic kind of thing as well, isn't it?
But also the topic matter about the class system and topical matter. Like, there's a lot that makes cyberpunk.
Would you say, what's that train film we was talking about? Snowpiercer. Would you say that's cyberpunk? The series.
Yeah. Well, the movie and the series. I wouldn't call it cyberpunk, but it touches on topics that cyberpunk does deal with.
Because it's the whole class.
But it's also aesthetically as well. It's
top tier.
Yeah, bro.
I love
did you finish?
Yeah,
did we talk about this before?
No, we didn't.
Shit. We'll finish this. But yeah, so Mike Pondsmith, he created a tabletop game very much akin to Dungeons and Dragons. Mike Pondsmith is a black guy. That's the reason why I'm talking about this specifically.
Word.
And apparently it's dope. There's a video game coming up.
New? It's new? Or...
Nah. Well, there's a new video game coming on November the 19th.
Dope.
So we film live, guys. It's cool. Don't worry. We don't film live. It's fine. I've got two.
We good.
Nurse and Food Podcast. We keep it raw. Yeah. So it's an old tabletop game, very much like Dungeons and Dragons. But you get cool points as opposed to other things, and then you've got like you get your traditional stuff like that, but you get cool.
Sounds dope.
Cause
we cool,
motherfucker. But yeah, and that hit up really well. And there's another one that came out, like it's called Cyberpunk Red, which is an expansion on that and so on. But I think it's really cool that you've got a black guy that's created a tabletop game that traditionally you think of the nerdy white kid playing these types of games, which is probably still the case. But a black guy created this, and now they're making a video game about it. The same company that made The Witcher. Ooh. They are the ones that are making this game.
Toss a coin to your Witcher.
Season 2, baby! Have they started filming that yet?
I'm not sure.
Okay, whatever.
Mandalorian Season 2 comes out soon as well.
Dope. I haven't seen the first season, so... I don't care about Star Wars.
Neither do I. But I enjoy
But Mandalorian! Well, I thought it was really cool, or I think that it's really cool that this is coming out, and the game is one of the most highly anticipated games of the year.
Dope.
I think it might be the most anticipated game of the year, at the very least for the people that know about it.
Yeah.
Because there's people who are just not going to care.
Oh, yeah.
And I get that. But, that was really cool. And Disney has this Black History section on there on Disney+.
I haven't checked out much on it, on the Black History section.
There's a couple things.
Is the Beyonce joint on there?
Black is King is on there.
Did you like that joint?
I haven't seen it. I still haven't seen it. I don't care to see it. I said that before. I don't get to see it.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't enjoy it, and for me,
is a Lion King crash grab,
a little bit, and it's like she's just trying to make her and her family seem like they're royalty.
I mean, they are,
but it's like, what about everyone else? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like there's pictures on the wall where they're like all on thrones and shit.
I mess with that.
It's cool, but
I love that imagery. I can't deny that.
Yeah, I'll probably get something like that in my house to be fair.
Fully.
But it's like, are we gonna empower everyone else? Because you guys, you're kind of like aliens, like. You aren't real.
I get what you mean. I'm on board. I get it. It's share the wealth type of thing.
Yeah.
There's arguments for two and against that. I get what you mean. But yeah, there's McGuffin. Miss McGuffin? I don't know her name, but she's a Disney character and she's black. But she's there. The problem that you can have with titling something as Black History is that it may not necessarily be history. So if you just call it your Black Catalog, you might be a bit more open to be able to have it. Of course, maybe not necessarily the Black Catalog, but that can be a bit. But so you think only black people like this? I like Nightmare Before Christmas and things that are not traditionally black.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I do like the fact they've done that, and Netflix did a big thing when everything was going on. I think that might still be a list that's on there.
Yeah, I think it is.
So, but yeah, definitely check out those lists, and you might find something that you like.
Yeah. Hit us up if you find something.
If you find something, definitely. We're on the ground. I'm always on the Nurse Review podcast. Dre's hardly there anymore. But yeah, it's cool. I like when they do that. I wish it was throughout the whole year, rather than just one or technically I can do 2 months. Do I want? But I wish there was more prominence rather than just the 1 or 2 months, depending on what you want to do.
Yeah,
that celebrates things. A Wrinkle in Time is on there as well with Disney.
Oh yeah.
Apparently it's not that good. I haven't seen it. And apparently, because Black Panther came out in February, which is Black History Month in February. And then A Wrinkle in Time came out in April, May, or something like that. And people were like, yeah, keep the same energy that you have for Black Panther. It's like, it's not going to be the same.
No.
Because Marvel's name was on Black Panther, and the environment was in Africa, and we were regal.
It's just...
So the vibe was just all different. And Wrinkle in Time had Oprah, but that's the only thing that people really cared about.
Yeah, it's true.
And like there was a lead female character which was cool, and she was black. Yeah, but the it just wasn't the same.
Yeah. What about the Princess Frog?
All right, let me.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it. However,
I feel like I should.
I can watch it, but all right. My problem is when they announced the movie way back when, I was like, oh, dope. There's a black princess. That's cool. And technically, she's not really a princess, which is annoying because it's not. It's the same way that Moana and
Mulan
and Pocahontas are princesses, which are cool. I'm down with it. But the first black princess that you get, and she's a frog the whole movie.
Crazy, yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
It's major disrespect. I didn't even know that was the case, by the way.
Yeah, she is. And all right, cool. You know what? Cool. She got a black princess. But what I do like was that it was set in New Orleans and it was very voodoo based and it was interesting. I like that it was about, it had blackness, I guess you say, in there rather than New just Orleans, being out of there. And that was cool. And Dr. Faust, I think his name was, or whoever the evil villain was cool. And I like aspects of it that I know about. Like I said, I haven't seen it. But beyond that, I'm just not a fan that she was a frog the whole movie.
Yeah, it's crazy. The whole movie.
Like, well, not the whole movie, but like the majority of the movie is like, normally you kiss the frog and they become the prince. Yeah. Like, nah, but...
And she was the frog.
I mean, I think she becomes a frog with someone else and there's a story there. I get it. But what you see most of the time is a frog, not a black girl.
This is why I hope Soul just bangs, boy. I hope
that's Sterling as well, isn't it?
I think that's Jamie Foxx.
Either way.
Yeah, I think the main guy's Jamie Foxx.
I want that movie. Because I saw the trailer for it, and I think it's meant to be out now.
Yeah. But I feel like it's the same kind of thing. He dies straight away, and then he's not the black guy.
No, he's black. I'm pretty sure he's black.
Yeah, he's black, but when he dies, he's like a little, like...
ghost.
Yeah. So, I don't know, we'll see.
The movie looks good.
It looks good.
It looks, but it's Pixar as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Pixar.
Of course, so it's good.
Look at the fact. And of course someone has to die in it.
Of course. But no, that movie looks... Soul is a movie with either Jamie Foxx or Sterling K. Brown. I can't remember who it is. But it definitely looks very good, and the music choice looks very good, or sounds very good. I guess it's probably more accurate to say. So I'm very happy about that. And
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx. Tina Fey. Okay. Big man.
Love.
He's Thingy from Thingy. Jimmy Fallon, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon.
Lafayette Lafayette is the only reason why I remember his name because it's David Briggs or something like that, right?
Yeah. David.
Lafayette is his character in
It's my guy. He is so fucking funny.
No, that show
Hamilton.
So it kind of cut out filming, and I don't know when it cut out filming. So
sorry,
that's where that happened.
Sorry if you was enjoying it.
Yeah, sorry about that. But Hamilton is apparently good, and all the movies on Disney. Yeah. Whatever. That's kind of the end of this.
Like, share, subscribe.
He's not good at this.
Follow. DM. Fuck it.
If you
DM.
If you want to be on the show, DM us on Twitter, Nurse Review Podcast, Instagram, Nurse Review Podcast, YouTube, Nurse Review Podcast, Facebook. We don't have a Facebook page.
No,
because Facebook is actually dead for pages. You know, like it just doesn't work. Like unless you're already popular, which we are for us. Like he said, like, follow, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff for YouTube. Whatever platform you are on,
do it.
That you need to remind yourself that we post weekly/bi-weekly. Do that.
Oh yeah, let them know what you got going on, and I know you got some plans and that. Let them know quickly.
So I'm trying to do a comic book because this guy over here under FM Comics.
Check it.
He's doing big moves with comics, and I'm trying to get my idea off the ground. It's been adjusted ever so slightly with myself and another partner that is not yet to be named because I don't know exactly what's going on right now, but we got plans going on, So we're doing things, and we are happy with what's going on. It's a slow burn, I might release some pictures that we were doing behind the scenes stuff. But
run now.
But there's things cooking in the kitchen, whipping.
360.
Look at it.
360.
Wow, not a 360 deal. I'm not about that. I want the majority. But yes, that's going on. But yes, thank you for tuning in and watching to this point. I know we ramble, but that's what you're here for.
Yeah. Enjoy it.
I've been.
Take it in, you know.
All right, calm down. That's very fierce. That
kind of getting a headache doing that shit.
It's like when you're trying to take a dump. So I have been D.A. Pyro.
I've been Young Dre.
This has been the Nursing View Podcast. Peace out.
Peace.
You're actually